Morishani Mwebantu Andy, my name is Chiz. I'm the founder of Bantu Belly Catering and otherwise known as African Appetite. To my family, I'm known as Chilesh Mwaume. I've actually seen two members of my family here today, which is great. Being because in my family, I'm one of like many Chileshes and they're all female and I seem to be the only guy. And that's probably where my journey started. I've always been in and around the kitchen, in and around my mum, like aunties and so forth, and getting asked to add salt into this and do that. But I came here at a very young age, as you can tell from my accent. I've been here quite a while. I'm a lifer. I've been here like well over 1988 I came here. But yeah, my mission with regards to Bantu Belly Catering, I'll give you some background. Basically, the mission is just to make Zambian food more visible, more accessible. When people talk about African food, they immediately think of West African food and sort of Eritrean food, Ethiopian food, and so forth. Yet our food is so accessible, being that it's palatable. We don't incorporate a lot of spice and things like that. So I was really just trying to get it out there and get people knowing what's going on with Zambian food and what it's all about. Also as well, I find like with the new wave of vegetarianism and veganism, we actually have the world's most unique vegan meat, which is chikanda. And as yet, no one has actually the penny hasn't dropped to say, look, this is what we have. It's an amazing product. The only thing, of course, is... Huh? We don't want that penny to drop yet. yeah, I mean, we don't, you know, I've been waiting. Every time I see Dragon's Den, I think someone's going to come on there. No, but you know what it is? It's, you see the orchards, the tubers, sorry. For you guys who don't know, chikanda is like a processed sort of vegetarian meat that's synonymous with Zambia. I think only a few parts of Congo have it. But it's getting hold of those tubers. I don't think they've actually been commercially grown. And that makes it equally as unique. That's why it's so scarce. If you ever go to kitchen parties or anything, people just give you little pieces. But yeah, there was a restaurant before, I think, was it Frida's? Yeah, so when that closed and then we had the goat pub and we had a few Zambian nights there, it's just a shame. My research took me to search and I found there was no actual active Zambian restaurant. So I set up Bantu Belly Catering, been going now for about 1.5 years. We do christenings, we do weddings, we do corporate. We're lucky enough to be invited here every couple of months. And really and truly, we're just trying to put Zambian food on the map, just trying to educate people as to what the cuisine is all about, and ultimately trying to get them to taste it. In terms of my own journey, where it's going to take me, the plan is within the next sort of 6 to 8 months, I want to get sort of a street food store. I don't even know who's Zambian until I hear them on the phone on the bus. There was one lady that I worked with for 7 years, and it's only one day when I was talking to my mum in Bemba on the phone that she looked at me, and I thought, why is she looking at me like this? I'm sure this woman's married. And so I looked at her, and out of politeness I was like, I smiled, but then I remembered I'm married as well. but then she started speaking to me in Bemba, and I said, I didn't know. And you know, everyone called her Michelle. I didn't even know her name was Michelle. And I call those like I call those David Cooper moments, because I used to work with a guy called David Cooper, but his real name was actually Davinda Kupo. So that was her David Cooper moment. She was now Michelle, but yes, from then we got talking and so forth. So we're not easily recognizable. So it's so important that we let people know what we're about, that we, you know, speak up about Zambia, wherever we go, let people know what's going on and so forth. So hopefully through the platform, through the network and so forth, you get to hear a bit more about what I'm doing. You get to try some of my food today. And no, just thanks for coming down. I know the guys were really worried with regards to organisation and everything of today, because there's a lot of things that have been going on in the background, but I'm so happy that everything has just fitted into place and we're all here. Thank you very much. I really didn't know how I was going to follow the guy before. That's some amazing work, and I need to connect with you because I do some work with people with learning disabilities and autism as well, and I think that's an important issue that we need to address in Zambia as well. I also run the DHLK Educational Trust, which is a charity. We help children in sub-Saharan Africa as well. But my main focus is I think we need to also have a look at how we treat people with learning disabilities and autism and the whole neurodiverse space as well. And also as well, girls in education and just functional skills. A lot of the time we've been told to become doctors and lawyers. There's now girls in Zambia who are tilers, electricians. We need to push for that. We need to make sure our girls are just working and not just aspiring to have a husband who can support them. Thank you very much, people.